So here I am in Blender version 3.3 using an older version of HardOps. As you can see, it displays that it needs an update, and from here we are just going to attempt to update HardOps. So I'm just going to go into my preferences, and first we'll remove Boxcutter, and then we will remove HardOps, and we're going to try to update this massively from the same session. So the version I had was quite old. Boxcutter is just fine. HardOps maybe less fine. So we see that with this installation we have received an error, and this is actually the latest version of HardOps. So this is something where you would want to press Alt-Shift-S, grab a screenshot and send it to us. However, I can already tell you that I've seen enough errors to tell you that more than likely you need to just close and reopen Blender. So let us just close Blender. We will open it up again, and we can press F4, go into our preferences, and enable HardOps. And this is just something that happens whenever you update from a very old version. It could possibly have errors, so in the event of issue, you always want to just close Blender and open it up again, because reloading Blender is definitely a surefire way to get things to behave properly. But if you need to just eliminate Blender's preferences from having information about Boxcutter and HardOps, you can just simply disable both of those tools. We'll just close our preferences, close Blender, and then we will open it up again. And Blender has no memory of Boxcutter and HardOps in its memory at this moment when it comes to our preferences, so it's new again. So this is another way that you can make your system behave as if it's never been installed without having to nuke your settings. But such advanced steps are things that are difficult to explain to users, so sometimes it's just easier to tell people just click on File, Defaults, Load Factory Settings, because it's way easier than telling you all the other steps. But just like that, we were able to get this installed even though we ran into an error. Errors that happen at runtime usually need to be verified by at least closing and reopening Blender. But with that, we are now good to go, able to work, and there's no issue. In fact, we can press Q, bring in a bevel, Alt-click Sharpen in order to put away at normal and draw boxes to our heart's content, and get box cutting.